Hello everyone, it's February the 7th. Wow, it seems like it's been a long time since last week. I've been really busy, so I'm really excited to be back again. And it's on a Wednesday, so I'll just wait for some people to log in and then I'll start my little chat. So I'll just wait for a moment. Hi Kelly, how are you? Nice to see you. Thanks for coming. Kelly, I can't remember. I think you were the one that posted something about an unusual piece of evidence you got at a reading. I tried to go back there and see it, and I just didn't have time to go back there about your story, so that was kind of interesting. Hi Diana, how are you? Welcome. Seems like it's been a long time since, I guess because I did it last week, Tuesday, so it was a little longer. Hi, Sammy, how are you? Lovely. So I'll wait a few more minutes, but I did post on Facebook a question just asking people what was the most amazing or earth-shaking piece of evidence that you ever received at a mediumship reading. I just thought that would be interesting if people could share something really short about a piece of evidence they got. If you looked at my Facebook posting, I mentioned that I was in a practice circle and I got a reading from someone I had never met before. And she brought through my dad and she said he's come through with a little white dog and the dog's name is Scooby. So she was close. I was like, oh my goodness, I can't believe it. And my dad had just recently transitioned to spirit, and my dog Snoopy, not Scooby, but close, had passed away years before. And I knew how significant the dog was because before my dad passed away, he kept asking me, did you bring Snoopy? Did you bring Snoopy? Did you bring? And I said, no, I didn't bring the dog today, Dad. I didn't want to say that was on the other side. He had forgotten. That was okay. So it was really significant that he's like, see, I got him finally. We had that reunion. So that just kind of like, whoa, that just blew my mind when I received that piece of evidence and message at a practice circle reading. So there you go. You never know where you're going to get a message. And even mediums are blown away by receiving messages. We love getting messages too. Hi, Dawn. How are you? Hi, Kathleen. Hi, Mary Ellen. So does anybody have any questions or comments about either evidence that they received or questions about mediumship or even mediumship development? I'm really excited because on Saturday I'll be teaching my first in-person mediumship fundamentals class. I'm really excited about that. It's like, oh, there's just so much to share. How can I just get it in a couple of hours? But I'm kind of wheedling it down to the main points. So I'm really excited to be able to do that in a few days. Does anyone have any questions or comments? I had a kind of cool, interesting experience during a demonstration on the weekend. I brought through a dog in spirit, and this dog was like, whoa, this dog was on the roll. It was telling me all these things. The audience was laughing. The sitter was in tears, and I was like, are you okay? Are you okay? And she's like, it's tears of happiness. You know how much I've missed him and how much I've been asking him to come through. And it was just an awesome connection or reading to give, the very last one of the morning. So it was so beautiful. And, it just reminded everyone in the church, as well as myself, anyone that's had a pet or has one, how important pets are in our life. They're part of our family. And just a reminder, pets do have souls and they are on the other side and they do reunite with their loved ones on the other side. So I just thought that was such a beautiful reading on the Sunday. I smiled all the way home. It felt so good. It was just interesting too. So that brought forward my story about my dad and my dog in spirit. So I got dogs on my mind for some reason today. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Jenny. How are you? Hi, Sarah. Any questions at all? Because I do all the talking and I don't want to do a lot of talking yet. Any questions about mediumship? pets, since I brought up that topic, evidence that you've received or evidence that you've given to somebody else, signs from spirit, anything at all. I'm open to commenting on anything at all. I do know I've been having a lot of crazy dreams lately, a lot of dreams. I don't know what's up there, but very intense dreams where I wake up and I'm so tired. But I think that's just the spirit world kind of working with my mind and getting me, you know, prepared for all the things that are coming. Hi, Shannon. How are you? Any questions? There is, I wanted to mention this in case you weren't aware that, oh, I didn't write it, the date. The new moon in Aquarius will be coming on, I believe it's Friday. Yes, this Friday, February the 9th. So it's a great time, right, to put in your wishes and goals. And if you think about, right, it's in Aquarius, the new moon. So Aquarius is about humanitarian things, about inventive solutions, having a worldwide view, seeing the future. So anything in terms of those topics would be really good to put your wishes or goals in. And that connects perfectly if you're developing your mediumship, if you want to start professional practice, if you just want to be change in the world. Perfect time to think about all these things with the new moon coming up. I still have to sit down and put in my goals and wishes there. I haven't done that yet. Everybody's quiet tonight. You're going to make me chat, are you? You're going to make me chat. Let me see what else I've been thinking about lately. Any questions at all about mediumship? Everyone knows the importance of sitting in the power. Actually, because I've been doing some reflecting for my class on Saturday, and I was just thinking how important self-care is. So if you're interested in doing professional mediumship, if you're interested in doing personal mediumship, self-care is the priority. That's the number one. You need that really solid foundation. You need to know who you are. You need to be healthy. You have to be aware of your own energy. And then from there, right, you're ready to move forward and learn about different kinds of energy, right? Your guide, the spirit world, your spirit communicator, but you've got to know who you are too. It's like kind of unfolding your gifts from within. And if you don't want to skip that stage, because if you do, then you got to go back. It doesn't mean you go through that stage and, oh, done it, da, da, da. You always go back and you review it during, you know, important life events throughout your life, right? As you age, as the children grow up, as you lose loved ones, etc. You always seem to have to go back there and revisit kind of like who you are, like recheck in with yourself and see what things have changed, what maybe habits or perspectives or ideas have to be tweaked from what you've learned over the last year or the last decade. So I'm just thinking about how important it is, self-care, and just taking that time, because light workers just love to take care of everybody else. I don't know why. Is that an excuse so we don't have to look at our own baggage? I don't know. Sometimes I think that, because if we're taking care of everybody else, then it's easier to be in control. It's easier to be in control. So like I mentioned before, I'm a Gemini. I'm in my head a lot, very logical person. So I'm just let that go, trust, right? Faith, belief, etc. You really can't control anything. And if you think you can, you're wasting an awful lot of energy, which you can use on other more productive things than frustrating yourself. Any questions? Hi, Sarah. Any other questions? I'm saying the questions and answering them myself. Any questions at all? Hi, Siobhan. So just a reminder, I'm going to finish a little earlier today. I'm going to finish at 8:15 today because I have a mediumship development circle happening after. So I just want to make sure I can kind of tweak my brain to teaching. take a few minutes. So just a few reminders about things. Please listen to the evidence I give. If you can take 80% of the information, please say yes and let me know. This is being recorded, tonight's event, so just be aware of that. I'm just going to post it on my YouTube channel in case people want to go, if they've missed tonight or they want to listen to a message again. My mini readings are going to be spirit guided, which I usually prefer, but actually on the weekend I did do a sitter directed, so I shouldn't say that. Things are always changing with the spirit world. So please listen closely and just ask your higher self, feel into it. Is this message for me? So be patient and listen. And all right, is there anything else I wanted to say? I think that's it. So if we could just, you could just kind of relax in your chair, take a deep breath, hold, release, inhale again, release all those worries, concerns, expectations. And one more breath in, hold, and just invite your loved ones in spirit in around you. Thank you. And just remember, your loved ones in spirits they're always around, right? They're aware of your thoughts, they're aware of your actions, they're aware of what you're doing. So even though you may not get a reading this evening, please take into mind the messages that were given, because I know there will be a little bit of healing there for you, because I find every evening I get healing myself. It's just amazing, actually. All right. So let me just say a little silent prayer and then I'll get started. Okay. All right. Thank you. So the very first thing, so when I move my mind to the spirit world, the very first communicator I'm aware of is a gentleman in spirit. Boy, okay. I'm going to say his age is really hard to determine here. I'm just kind of looking. About 50 to 60 years of age, and he's saying to me that he didn't age well, so he looked older than he was, so I'm just going to put it out there. And it's quite interesting how he presents himself. He's like presenting himself with either, it's like a chip, like a casino chip or a poker chip, and I'm seeing green on the chip, and I'm seeing a lot of zeros, so he's telling me that he won. He won at a casino, and I know it's at least it's $100 chip or more. I'm going to say $100 chip, but I do see multiple zeros. I'm going to say it's $100. He's talking about winning money at a casino and how he's very pleased about himself. And he does admit that at times he could get carried away. And I feel he's referring to like a few things in life. Carried away sometimes with the gambling. Sometimes I feel possibly with drinking, things like that. So, and he's just saying, you know, I love to have a good time. I love to have a good time. Can someone take a gentleman in spirit who like loved to have a great time, loved to go to the casino, and like, what is it? I feel like he's showing me, what is that game called? Where you throw the dice? What is that one with the little stick? Oh boy, I don't even know what that one's called. I've never played that one. I know roulette, but the one where you throw the dice, that game. He's showing me that game, and he's showing me a lot of people around, a lot of excitement, yelling, cheering. So that's what he's bringing my mind to, that memory. Can anyone take a memory or a gentleman who loved going to casinos? it's like, he's saying to me, like, enjoyed the party life. He's saying it like that, enjoyed the party life. He's showing me, this could even be Las Vegas, because he's even like, he's showing me like slot machines lined up, nice and bright, saying, I love the noise, I love the excitement, I love the people. Something was always happening, always happening. And he's saying to me that it was a great distraction, a great distraction. So he used this as some kind of distraction. What is this distraction? And I feel that his distraction is, what is it? Slow at work, not getting enough work, something related to work, I feel. It was a distraction from work. He's saying that it was a distraction from work, and I'm feeling like times were slow, he wasn't getting enough money. I mean, he could have even, at that time with that memory, he could have even been like unemployed, like in between jobs. He just gives me this kind of seriousness around like a career or a job. And that how going here was a distraction. It was a distraction. Can anyone take this gentleman or some of the information that I've given? No, I feel in terms of what he looked like, I feel that he had receding hairline, almost like a little heavier. He wouldn't be the kind of gentleman to kind of dress up like casual or work clothes, like work clothes. It's funny, he's saying something about a sore thumb. I don't know what that means. He's like, I stuck out, that's what he's saying. I stuck out like a sore thumb. He's saying that. Okay, let me see if there's anything else I can get. No one seems to be taking this gentleman, and then I'll just give a message that he's coming through with. I feel that I have like a B name connected with him. B. It almost sounds like Brian. B. I'm getting a B name. Brian. What do you think Brian might be like his brother or a friend, someone like a brother? It's almost like this B name or this brother or friend almost was like kind of like redirecting him, trying to redirect him, get him off that path. I just feel like a redirection, get him off that path. Okay, let me just see what the message is here. He's saying a lot of people think that I led a sad life or I didn't fulfill my potential. He's saying like, oh, poor guy, poor this, if only, and he's saying, no. He keeps saying that. He's saying, I did what I wanted to do. He keeps saying like, don't feel sorry for me. He goes, I don't know why people do that. Like, what do they know about me and my life and my choices and what I was dealing with? So it's really about, I think it's okay, I understand. He's talking, it's about judgment, about not judging other people. And he's just saying at this time, he's saying, I'm continuing to learn what I needed to learn. That's all you need to know. So don't judge me. He just keeps saying that. Don't judge me. Something about judgment. Don't judge me. I'm doing what I need to do. And I'm going to leave you with that. So that was his message about judgment. Yeah. It's like he's, sorry, I was just about to, and it's like he's almost like acknowledging people at his funeral saying, oh, poor guy, blah, 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 blah. And he's aware of that. And he's like, he wasn't particularly impressed with that. He's like, that's not the way that I want to go out, with people feeling sorry for me. You know, he said, I love celebrating. I wanted to leave in a celebration. Okay. And I'll just leave you with all his love. Whoever can take that, maybe someone listening to the video later. Okay, as I move my mind to the spirit world, I have an elderly lady, and it's interesting because she's referring to like living in a kind of rural home. It almost feels like in the country, or there's a lot of nature around, and she's referring to like almost, I think you call them trailer homes, right? Trailer homes. She's referring to a trailer home. I don't know. She has some memory. It's funny. It's almost like this spirit too is doing the same kind of thing about like, don't judge others, because she's talking about memories of like children or like teens or something, calling her like the wicked witch, the wicked witch. And she's saying, you know, just because I'm down on my luck, does that make me less of a human? And she's just saying it like that. Just because I'm down on my luck. She keeps, okay. And she's just referring to this and that, how that, it disturbed her, it hurt her. And I feel like her trailer and possibly herself, like it feels like it's like some kind of disarray or not orderly, like, it was messy, it was dirty, it was, and as I say this, she's saying to me, it was fine with me. I had no problem. Fine with me. I had no problem. She keeps saying that. It's funny, she's talking about Tennessee whiskey. So I just wanted to share that. It's like Tennessee whiskey. Tennessee whiskey. She's saying something about Tennessee whiskey. I don't know if that's a song. Why do I think it's somehow connected to country music? But she's talking about Tennessee whiskey. And she's, what else? And I feel like she's showing me a memory, and I feel like it's like a younger girl, someone in the family going to visit her. Is it with her mother or an older woman? So I see an older woman and a young child going to visit this woman at her home. And it feels like it's, you know, it's not like a traditional brick home. For some reason, she's bringing my mind kind of to like trailer park, trailer home. So I know it wasn't, you know, an elaborate, glamorous kind of home, because she keeps bringing my attention. She keeps showing me that. She keeps showing me that. And I feel like this, this child being taken is like this, pulling back, like afraid, like doesn't want to go. I just feel them like afraid, not coming back. And she's talking about, this woman in spirit, she's talking, why am I getting the word like rose? I keep hearing rose. She's saying rose. And she's just saying that her message, or she's coming through because it's for the next of kin. She's like, I'm worried about my next of kin. Can anyone take this woman in spirit? An elderly lady, lived in a rural home. People like were, for some reason, I don't know why, fearful of her. So, you know, and I'm getting like what she's showing me is almost like she wasn't like well kept in a way, like her hair could have been a little wild, maybe her clothes disheveled, you know, weeds around the front of the house. So people didn't quite know what they were getting with her. So there's that kind of fear. And she's just talking about her next of kin, worried about her next of kin. Can someone take this lady in spirit? Let me see what. And then she brought up the Tennessee whiskey. this young girl, it feels like it's a female, going to visit when she was younger. Okay, let me just see. If you can take any of this, if you can type yes, I'd appreciate that. So let me just see. I feel like the relationship is like I'm getting mother and sister, so I almost feel like it's an aunt, your mother's sister. It's like an aunt. It feels like it's an aunt, the energy that I'm getting, because I know this this older woman would go out of like concern, checking in on her, making sure she's okay. So I just kind of feel this like checking in. Is she okay? Does she have enough food? Like worried about things like, you know, it almost feels like clutter. Like there's not a lot of stuff around the stove. The pots are clean. We don't want to have a fire. Like I'm just, all these things about kind of like helping her, trying to keep her organized. And I almost feel like, you know, her passing or near the end of her, I almost feel like I keep getting like mind's not clear, like doing her own thing. There's nothing you can do about this. You know, you just kind of got to go with the flow and support her however you can. So that's the evidence I'm getting for this lady. And let me just see what her message is, because she was saying, I'm worried about the next of kin. Interesting. Just like the other gentleman, I don't know if these two spirits are connected at all, but they have like a similar thread between them, because she's just saying to me, you know, don't judge a book by its cover. Don't judge a book by its cover. So I just wanted to, and she's referring to herself, and she's referring to you. Like, just be careful. It's almost like she's saying, like you're looking at, just to use the what she's saying about the book, don't judge the book. It's almost like you're seeing this cover or this person is this way. And it's almost like she's saying it's an illusion. Like you think this person's this way, this person's this way. And it's almost like a switch. So she's just, it's like she's giving you a heads up. So be careful how you're judging others and your expectations and what you think is the right thing for you. Because it's almost like she's saying, you know, sometimes things don't work out the way you think they'll work out. So she's like, why not throw a little, what's she saying? Like, why not throw a little mix into the, what's she saying? Like, why not throw a little salt, or why not throw something unusual into the mix and see what you get? And I'm going to leave you with all her love. So I know this was the recipient. It was, she's referring to some people that you have in your life. I feel like it's two of them, because it's like, which one? Okay, and she just wants you to think a bit clearer and don't judge them by the cover, because it can be misleading. Okay, thank you. It's funny, because, and she's even showing, like, she showed me like a velvet suit jacket. You know what I mean? Almost like, you know, that smooth operator. It's like, look out for the smooth operators. Okay, and I'm going to leave you with all her love. All right. Okay, as I move my mind to the spirit world, I have the name Douglas. Can someone take a loved one in spirit by the name of Douglas? I heard Douglas very clearly. Douglas. It's like Douglas. I'll just see if I can get someone to take that spirit communicator, Doug or Douglas. And then I'll just try and connect to your name. Okay. I'm just going to write that name down. Douglas. Okay. And I feel, Douglas Douglas, I'm just as I'm connecting with Douglas, he's showing that he has, what would you call that? Like not a beard, but he's showing me like hair on his face, like a little bit of like a shadow, you know, that look that younger men have. I know he's not really old. He's on the younger side. I want to say around 40s, 50s. He may look young for his age. I feel he was quite a good, he cared about what he wore. He cared about his clothes. I know that. He cared about his clothes. I almost want to say, I don't know if the right word is trendy, but almost like, how did you explain that style? You know what I mean? Like big sweaters, comfy jeans, kind of like slip-on, what do you call those, boat shoes? Is that what you call them? Slip-on shoes? Like that kind of almost style of clothing. And I feel that his style of clothing really reflected kind of his personality, because he's just sharing with me that he was a more kind of laid back. And he's talking about his passing, and it's almost like, okay, it's interesting how he says this. It's almost like the closer, the more, and I feel he passed from an illness, because he's saying, you know, the closer he came to passing, it's almost like the more quieter he became, the more subdued he became. And it's just showing me like lying down, like sleeping all the time, being weak, not speaking as much, which is like the opposite of what his personality was like. And he's saying, you know, that was the, he knows that, how's he saying this? He's saying that you were aware of these signs, these warning signs, so you knew and you were prepared. That's what he's saying, that you were prepared for the passing because you were catching those signs as they progressed. It's almost like, how would you say that? Almost like kind of like slowly kind of losing his personality, losing his, I don't want to say losing his personality, but, you know, not having enough energy to kind of exude his personality and who he was. So it's almost like that whole idea of, he's saying like being a shell of yourself. So you would be aware of that before the passing. And he knows that you took that very hard, because he's showing memories of you where you would be with him, everything would be fine. Then you would leave, then that would be the tears, the crying and things like that. And he just wants you to know that he was aware of that. It's funny, like he's saying, I'm aware what happened inside the walls and outside the walls. He's just saying it just like that. This feels like it's a partner, a love interest for sure. And he's bringing my attention like to his throat, to his esophagus. So I feel that there was some, because I'm feeling like restriction, trouble eating, I feel weak. He's showing like intravenous feeding. He's showing me all those things, and I feel, it feels like it's a cancer. It's something that's spread. It's something that's spread. I know that through the body, and I feel that it could be a cancer. Can anyone take this gentleman in spirit? I feel it's a love interest, possibly a husband, partner. What's he talking about? Interesting. It's almost for a minute I thought he was saying candy cane. I'm just going to share that. It almost felt like candy cane or candy striper. You know, I don't know if they still have those volunteers in the hospital, like candy stripers, and they would come around and bring magazines for people to read. Interesting. Okay. And there's some story or some memory about helping him to shave. Helping him to shave. Getting help to shave. Couldn't shave. Because I'm seeing a bowl of warm water. Helping them to shave. He's showing me that. And he's giving me the number 25, and I feel this is significant in terms of like a birthday, a celebration, he's saying. So he's giving me 25, and again, my mind is going to like December. It's almost like Christmas Day. It's like he keeps bringing my mind to Christmas, December, the 25th. Can anyone take this loved one in spirit? Can anyone take any of the information that I shared there? Okay. Let me see if there's any. Okay, and he's talking about a daughter. He's identifying a daughter. And it's interesting because when he refers to the daughter, like I'm seeing the daughter as being very kind of girly, because I'm seeing her like with ringlets in her hair, a white frilly dress, little ankle socks, little shoes, so she's little fancy shoes. So he's talking about daughter, and then he's showing me on the image of like a young daughter. It's funny, at the same time he's showing me that, and he's saying, but don't let her fool you. It's like she's not all frills and lace. He's saying it like that. She's not all frills and lace. And there's some connection, because he's bringing my mind to some connection with the snake. He's talking about a snake. And I feel that his daughter would not be afraid, like to handle snakes or be around snakes. So he's just showing that contrast, you know, nice and frilly, all dressed up. And then she's out there. And I feel like it's outside, like a garter snake. It feels like it's outside. She wouldn't be afraid of those things. There's some kind of memory about a snake. And her having like the courage or curiosity, and not like responding in a traditional way that you might think, you know, a little girl all in frills would. So he's laughing about that. Okay, let me just see if there's anything else. Something about showing me a basket. Collecting things with a basket. I feel this is what the daughter would do. Something about a basket, collecting things outside, like rocks, leaves, twigs. There's some significance about memories as a child doing that and collecting things and putting them in a basket. He just keeps wanting me to say basket, say basket. She'll know, say basket. Okay, so I'm saying basket. He also wants me to say hope. He wants me to say hope. Hope, 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 hope. Hope's important, that word hope. And I feel it's connected to a name of something. could possibly be like a building. The name of a building, like a hospital, a hospice. He just keeps saying hope, like an H, hope, hope. A church, there's something about hope. He just wants me to say hope. Okay. Can anyone take this, gentleman? Okay. Let me just see what his message is here. Interesting. He's just acknowledging that, you know, he's like acknowledging he didn't want it to be his time, because he was like, I had a lot of life in me still, but it's like the illness, right, took away that energy, that gusto for life. And he's like, you know, I fought it as long as I could, you know. So don't think that I gave up. I didn't give up. I didn't give up, he keeps saying. And he's talking about the recipient of this message. Just the message for them is, and I feel it's a female. I feel it's a female. I really do. Is supposed to be hearing this message, and he's just telling them not to give up. It's the same thing. Like, don't give up. Don't give up. He keeps saying that. Don't give up. There's always hope. Don't give up. Might be a connection to your mother, his wife. Something about hope and don't give up. And connection. I can just feel this connection to a daughter-mother relationship. And he's saying, don't give up. Okay. And I know that he's looking out for this relationship. And he's like inspiring you in that connection. And I'm going to leave you with all his love. Thank you so much. Okay, let me see. I think this time I might try. Let's see if I can connect to someone on the screen here. Okay, let's see if this works. So Amanda, can I come to you? Could you just say yes if you can take this, Amanda? So I'm just going to ask you right off the bat. Can you take a male in spirit, Amanda? It's Amanda Pence. Amanda Pence. Can you take a male in spirit, Amanda? I don't seem to be getting any. If you could just type yes, that would be awesome. I'm just going to write Amanda down and just see if Amanda can take male in spirit. I just want to make sure I'm connecting. Amanda, are you still there? Could you just type yes? Very slow. Okay, as I'm waiting for Amanda. Okay, so I'm waiting for Amanda to respond. This is kind of interesting. So as I move my mind to spirit world, I had a male in spirit come forward, and I feel his career was somehow connected to, I don't know if it's the military, like a soldier, or like police officer or a firefighter. So this gentleman wore a uniform, and it's funny because he's almost, I don't know why he's showing me his legs, and he's showing me, I don't know what you call them, but it's almost like you know when you would wear, you would drive a motorcycle and there's like something that covers your shins. He's showing me that, like something covering his shins and boots. So I almost feel that this gentleman like possibly rode a motorcycle or some kind of vehicle where there was some kind of protection needed. And I know it was like an official kind of uniform. Can anyone take a gentleman wearing like a uniform? Okay, let me just, and I just have this like motorcycle. Why do I have motorcycle? But then at the same time, well, I guess you could drive a motorcycle like in the army or any of the services, because I'm seeing him like he's standing very tall, and I see him like marching. It's like marching. I'm seeing marching. It's like he's talking about training, official training. He keeps talking about training. And he's talking about the mental as well as the physical training to, it's almost like saying like, it's like, so you pass, like you've got to pass the mental component and the physical component to be like accepted, because he keeps saying it like that, to get the job, to get the position. He just keeps saying that. Okay. He hasn't shown himself yet. It's interesting that he keeps showing like his legs and his feet. Okay, let me just see what else. And he's talking about the importance of being part of a larger group. He keeps saying that. And he's talking about like there's, I don't know, he's telling me like there's no individuality when you're in this kind of service work. It's about the team, it's about the group. So he's saying how important that is. Why is he telling me that? And I feel that after there was a certain point where he found that hard to do. Is that what he's telling me? It's almost like, you know, like, so I'm seeing the group, they're marching, they work as a team. And it's almost like I feel some kind of like deviation, like didn't do that, did something different, got myself into trouble. I just feel like he deviated from something he shouldn't have. And I feel that this put him in like a dangerous situation. Why does he put him in a bad situation? Okay. And I'm getting like a D name connected to this gentleman, and I'm just hearing the name Dean. And he's saying, I took advantage. He took advantage. He took advantage somehow with the uniform. I don't know. It's almost like he's saying, you know, like a little bit of the ego or something. So it got him into trouble. I don't know. I almost, you know, like he's showing me things like fightings. Like, I don't know, what is this? Fighting a bar fight? Fighting with others? And I just keep hearing things like, you know, hey, soldier. Things like that. And there's like fighting, fist fighting. He's just saying like, I don't know how did I get involved in this? How did this happen? So he's just kind of questioning. from the beginning, and how it was almost like he's saying, you know, like it was his dream. It was something that he really wanted to do. And then he's saying, you know, like it was a direct route, and then everything went askew. He's saying it just like that. Okay, let me just see what. Keep getting rollover, rollover, rollover. So it almost feels like, and then I'm seeing a vehicle. So I almost feel like it was a vehicle rollover. What do you call that? It may have even been like a tactical planning session or something. Because the way he's showing me like kind of like a Jeep, and it's on really rough terrain, and then it's like a rollover. Okay. Let me just see what the message is. I feel this message is for Mom, because he's saying, you know, he's saying, Mom, I want you to know that I still send you the roses. He's saying it like that. I still send you the roses. So I feel his mother would be aware of like seeing roses, hearing the name Rose, a song about roses, receiving roses, finding a rose. So there's signs about roses, because he's saying, I still send you roses. He keeps saying that. I keep sending you roses. So just be aware of that sign. So that's really important. Okay. He's talking something about a vase. I feel you might have a vase that was sent in which you received roses, or he sent you roses and you still have the vase, or there's some connection to this vase. He just keeps showing me this vase. And it's funny, it's like he's smiling, like laughing, and it's like I'm seeing an empty vase with water, and it's like they're coming. So he's just talking about roses coming. I understand. Okay, he's talking about Valentine's Day. Okay, I just got that. Thank you very much. I finally got that. So it's like, it's coming. So we want you to be aware around Valentine's Day, which isn't too far off. Okay, I understand. And I just want to tell you the color of the roses, because it might be really significant, or it could be symbolic for me, but he's showing me roses, and it's like they're yellow, but around the edges of the roses, they're red. So I'm going to interpret this as a symbol for me, in case you're thinking, I've never received yellow roses with red trim. So seeing a yellow rose with a red trim, that's a symbol for me of love. For me, that's a symbol of really deep fatherly love. So there you go. If I misinterpreted that and it's a father, please take that. So the yellow symbol for me is fatherly love, a really deep, unique love. And I understand. It's like fatherly, it's like love for a daughter and a mother. That's what he's telling me. I got it. Thank you very much. Whoa. So he's sending his love for, he's saying daughter and mother. So mother and daughter, he's saying that. Mother and daughter, sending love, mother and daughter, sending the signs, sending the roses. Wait for the signs. It's going to be there. It's coming. It's coming. Sending all his love to mother, to daughter. Okay. And I'm going to leave you with all his love. I don't think that Amanda got back to me. Okay. All right. Okay. As I move my mind to the spirit world, I'm aware of a dog in spirit. And it's funny, I'm getting KK, like Coco. Coca. It's like, I'm just feeling a hard kind of K-C sound with the name of this dog. This is a funny thing to say, but I almost envision this dog as if he's wearing like a fur coat. Does that sound funny? Like a mink coat? Like a mink coat, because he has a lot of fur right around here, like around head and his neck. Almost like he reminds me, what do you call those dogs? Like a chow chow? You know, they're really puffy right around the neck. So that's the image that I'm getting of this dog. He's talking about his feet, his paws. And he's referring to something, it's like boots, like little boots. He's talking about boots for his paws. So I know this is significant, and you'd recognize him from the boots, because he's talking about the boots. He keeps saying the boots. Talk about the boots. All right. Oh my goodness. And I don't know, there's something unusual about these boots. I don't know if they actually look like boots, like, you know, like little rubbers you pull on, but he just keeps talking about the boots. And he's also giving me like a purple color. So I don't know if there was some purple on these boots. Almost like the boots were kind of flashy, like they grab your attention. He's talking about the boots. Okay. All right, let me see what else he wants to talk about. I feel this dog had a lot of like clothes, because he's also showing me a vest, like wearing a vest or like some kind of a jacket, like a vest. Okay. I'm just trying to interpret if there's like, he's referring to another dog or if that's him, because the first dog I had, had like kind of a medium-sized dog. And then then I was shown like a smaller dog, almost like a Pomeranian, kind of Pomeranian Chihuahua type of dog. So I'm not sure yet if two are coming through, but I feel like the bigger dog and the smaller dog, they're different. Like the larger dog is possibly a male and the smaller one is maybe a female. I know the sizes are different, but I feel there's something else different about them. There's something funny about this small dog, because they're just giving me a memory that they have like a funny bark or they make a funny noise, because they're just showing me their owner laughing. Like, isn't that so funny? And they're laughing. Like, I don't know. It's all, what? Why am I getting hiccups? It sounded like it makes a funny kind of noise or a funny sound, which the owner found very amusing. So something unusual about this little one. What are they doing? Like they're making a funny noise. They're jumping up. They like would do something really unusual. So I don't know what that's. It's like entertainment almost. It's like entertainment. Oh, make her do that. Make her do that. And then she would do it. Everyone would laugh and find that quite amusing. Okay. Let me just see. This little one is just talking about being your baby. And then it's almost like I'm seeing their eyes, and their eyes seem like darker, almost kind of glazed over, like sad. And I'm seeing like they would shake, almost like little seizures. And that's why I think that they would have this little jacket on, almost like to kind of keep them warm. So I can see the aging. They're just showing me the aging process. Scooping them up. There's some, like, I don't know what it is. It's like it's almost like you would scoop them up and they would, like, I don't know, cuddle into your neck crease. I could just, like, you know, that sense of, you know, that comfort, like, you're going to be okay. Don't you worry. I'm going to take good care of you. I just hear all these, like, loving, nurturing, gentle words kind of to calm the dog. Like, there's this need for, like, calming, almost like calming their nervous system almost. I'm just getting, like, you know, keep them calm, keep them calm. Okay. And they're thanking you for that. They're thanking you for that. They're like blessings, blessings. Because there's great, again, they're just talking about comfort. And I'm like seeing a blanket. Something about keeping them warm, keeping them wrapped up, keeping them feeling safe. I just keep getting that. Make sure they have the water. The food, I feel at some point I had to feed, give them food. And I feel this food was soft food. It doesn't feel like it's like kibble or anything like that. It's like softer than usual, like to help them to eat. Okay, so they're just talking about that. It's funny because the dog was saying to me, you know, end of life care. That's how the dog said it, end of life care, talking about the end of life care. So I'm just going to share that. And they're acknowledging, like they're showing me, it's so funny. They're showing me like a, I don't know, like a uniform or a top that like a vet or a veterinarian assistant would wear. Like, you know, they would wear kind of that cotton shirt and there might be dogs all over it, or I don't know, cats or animals, because they keep showing me that. And they're I feel like they're referring to someone who helped or assisted in the clinic, in the vet's office. There was someone of significance that did something in assisting, I feel, with their transition. I've never seen that before. They keep showing me this special kind of top, and it has something on it, and it just reminds me of something of it feels more like a vet assistant, because I don't know if a vet may wear, you know, have little animals on it, on their top. Okay. And I also feel that at one point surgery was considered, maybe it took place, but it didn't help the situation. That's what I feel. Because yeah, I'm just being shown like a surgeon here. Okay. And then it's kind of like, you know, having that conversation. I feel that you had that conversation with the vet and it's like, we did the best that we could do. Now the decision's up to you. That's what I keep hearing. The decision's up to you now. And this little one, they're just saying, and they've just come forward, their message is that you made the right decision. And they're thanking you. And they're like, you went the extra mile. You did anything that was humanly possible to do, you did. So they're just saying, you know, and it's like, I just hear like, I love you, Mom. It's like, I love you, Mom. So they're just, you know, reminding you that you did everything that you could, and they're just sending their love to you and like their devotion. And they're just saying, you know, I couldn't have asked for more. What a beautiful life. And they're just saying thank you. And I'm going to leave you with all their love. Okay. Just as I moved my mind to the spirit world, immediately I got the name Samantha. And I feel that I have a younger female coming through. And it's almost like she's very, I don't know, is the word agitated? Didn't have a lot of patience. Like I'm like this tapping my foot, like, come on, come on. I've been waiting. She's like tapping her foot, tapping her foot. And I feel she would tend to get impatient. Kind of like someone like, come on, are we going or what? What's taking you so long? So she's giving me memories like that, like waiting. Why am I always waiting? Why am I always waiting for you? It's like, she's giving me that kind of memory. Okay, younger. I want to say about 19 to 25 years of age. She gave me the name Samantha connected to her. Doesn't have a lot of patience. She said, I never did in life either. Not afraid to speak her mind. Not afraid to speak her mind. She just speaks right up. How does she say? Okay, and she's giving me this. She's saying like, life wasn't worth living unless there was a party. She's making some connection to parties. She loved parties. She loved celebrating. She loved parties. She loved the music. She loved having a good time. She loved the noise. She loved the light. That was her thing. That was her thing. It's like she's saying, I could be myself in that setting. Like that was her, I almost want to say like her stage, her home, her safe place. So she's saying it just like that. Okay. Okay, she was just saying something. Let me just get it. I don't know. I heard something about five. Hold on. I just got to go back. It just went quickly through my mind. Okay. Is there some, I don't know if she's saying 5 or find. Let me just ask her. I feel that there's some connection about like finding her. She passed and was found. Something about finding her. She keeps talking about finding her. I don't know, did the authorities find her? Something about finding and authorities. I'm getting connection between like, almost like, where is she? I don't know where she is. When did you see her last? Almost like authorities finding her. Something about finding her. Okay, she's talking about that, finding her, the authorities. Just getting a couple different images here, so I'm just trying to get clarification. I'm not quite sure here, but I keep getting this sense of like a fall and a car. Something about a car, a fall. Like being hurt. She's saying hurt. Okay. Okay. I'll share this. I'm saying, I was just kind of asking, why did you come through? What's your message? And she just said, like really bluntly, she said, I came through because I'm a badass. She said it like that. And then she kind of laughs. So I feel like she was like a real risk taker. She just liked to do her own thing and let the cards fall where they may. She just keeps giving me that kind of like attitude about that. Okay. Okay, let me just see what else she wants to. Toot. It's like toot, toot, tootsie, tootsie, toot, toot. She keeps saying toot, 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 tootsie. Okay. Toot, toot. What's she saying? Okay. All right. What else? She's talking about, she wants to talk about her ears, earrings. Earrings are significant. So you may have her earrings, or there's something about earrings connected to her. She just keeps going like this, earrings, earrings. And she's, something about, like I said, a tattoo, something about the arm, tattoo. What arm is this? A tattoo on the right arm. She's talking about earrings. She's talking about tattoo. And there may be a funny story, like a funny story about, I don't know, she wore a shirt too small, or she borrowed a shirt from you and it was too small, or I don't know why she's showing me this kind of shirt. Maybe she put it on to be silly, because I know it wasn't her style. It wasn't her style. So there's just some reference to this shirt and she's laughing about it. Like, and it seems really short and really little. And there's some funny story about this shirt. It almost feels like it was borrowed, or maybe she picked it up and put it on and then realized it wasn't hers, it was somebody else's. So she's just laughing about that shirt. Okay. And let me just see what her message is. And then I'm going to have to get ready to go. She's like, she's talking about the beach. So there's some significance with beach or water, sand. And she's saying, you know, I want you to kick up the sand. And she's like, she'll know what that means. So she's saying she just wants you to have more fun, you know, free and easy, you know, that sense of freedom. Because she's saying you haven't had that. You haven't had that in a long time. Do you remember those times? The laughs, the giggles, you know, you know, sharing secrets, you know, all those things where the time goes so fast. It's like, wow, it's been 3 hours. She says you need more of those times. You need more of those times. She's saying it's good for your soul. It's good for your soul. So she wants you to take advantage of those opportunities when you can. I don't know if she's just identifying some female. I'm not sure if it's a sister, but there's some female like in your environment, she's saying, is like a good candidate. Do you know what I mean? To like share your load, share your burden, laugh with, watch movies together, that kind of thing. So there's someone there. She's kind of like supporting that. And I almost feel like she's like trying to inspire you to come together to build that relationship even more, because she's smiling when she sees it. She's like, you know, a good fit, a good fit. She's saying it just like that. Okay. And she's just saying, you know, just to wrap it up with her message, she's just saying, you know, I love you. I've never forgotten you. You're always on my mind. It's like, you're one of the good ones. Yeah. Said, I'm going to help you. Just ask, I'm going to help you. Because you deserve the world and more. She's saying that. It's like, it's almost like she's saying like, don't let the hardships, or like, it's almost like she's showing like pins, sticking pins in like a voodoo doll or something. She's saying like, Don't let those pins affect you. Do you understand that? And she's just talking about healing, healing. Remove it, let it heal. Remove it, let it heal. And she just keeps saying that. And she's going to be there to support you all the way in your healing and beyond. It's like a Buzz Lightyear, right? To eternity and beyond. She's making me think of that. All right. And I'm going to leave you with all her love. Thank you so much. And just a reminder, before we leave, I'm just going to share in closing. Remember to keep your heart brave and your imagination wild, because anything is possible. So thank you everyone for joining me this evening, and I'm sending you lots of love. I'll post this this event on my YouTube channel if you want to review it, and I hope whoever these messages were meant for will be received with the love, integrity, and honesty that they've been given in. So lots of love. I wish you the very best. Have a great evening. Bye.